All right, guys, welcome back to episode 2 of The Name May Not Stick, but Capital Gains. Yes, sir. We're in the capital. We're trying to gain a few championships. I don't think the Wizards have any. Maybe the Bullets did long time ago, but this team has not seen success in a long time. And today is a very important day. We will be finding out who our franchise guy is today. We are going into the draft lottery. Now, we have the odds for the second pick, and it turns out the 14th pick because of Phoenix. Thank you, Phoenix. I'm sorry we kind of screwed you over that trade. We probably shouldn't have done it, but they said yes. So, anyways, we have hopefully 2, hopefully 14, and somewhere in the 20s with that magic pick. But let's go ahead and go into it. 14th pick, are we keeping it? Yes, sir. So we stick with 14. We do not jump at all. But maybe our number 2 pick hopefully stays. Might go to 1. The worst thing that happen is we fall to like 4 or 5. Uh, my mindset is I want 1 or 2. I'd be okay with 3. And I'd be a little sad with 4 or 5. If we fall further, then I'm going to be extremely depressed. I think the lowest we can fall is 6 or 7. That's pretty unlikely. um, if we do fall, it would be perfect for the Wizards, who have had an unlucky and terrible franchise for my entire life. All right, so we are currently on pace. Number 7 should be the Jazz, and it is okay. Good. Number 6, I'm a little nervous here. Is it gonna be the Warriors? It is okay. Sweet. Top five, guys. Let's hope we stay at 2. It stays with the Raptors. Okay, number 4. We're getting up here. It might be us. It is not the Timberwolves. Okay, sweet. So we are for sure in the top 3. This is going to be the Sixers. And it is. We are locked in for number 2. This means that we will either have Kyrie Irving or Kawhi Leonard on the team. Let's see. And it is locked in. We will have most likely Kyrie Irving in DC. Kings will be getting Kawhi Leonard most likely. They could always change their mind, but we will see. We also have the 24th pick, thanks to the Magic. But this is the order. Everything stayed to its normal path, which I'm okay with. We were as bad as we possibly could be. Maybe could have been a little worse. But we got the number 2 pick, which again, as I said, was one of the picks I was okay with. I just didn't want to fall. We didn't bother showing you this, but we got a CFO and a team doctor. Doesn't really matter. Our head coach has a ton of badges, but he's really low overall. So we're gonna keep him for now because we don't really care to win. But if he gets better, we'll keep him. If not, whatever. But it is draft time. It's time for us to go into it. As for players that we might be willing to trade, I don't think Hito Turkle or Rashard Lewis are going to be trade assets at all for these contracts. We want to keep Trevor Booker, we want to keep Nick Young, and we want to keep JaVale McGee. But if we did trade anybody, it would be one of the filler contracts or maybe Nick Young. We'll see. Okay, here we are, the 2011 draft. Kings have the first pick, and we predict Kawhi Leonard, and that's what happens. Kawhi goes first. That's okay because that means we are getting Kyrie Irving. I don't think there's any conversation here for Clay or Jimmy Butler. Love them both. They would be great on this team, but Kyrie Irving, come on, man. Can't say no to Kyrie. So we take him here. I'm gonna tune in for the next few picks. Maybe there's a trade if someone falls, but I don't think anyone will. Jonas Valanciunas goes third. Wow, that is a bad draft pick for sure. Poor Sixers fans. And wow, okay, Jimmy Butler, Klay Thompson, and Kemba Walker are all still on the table. This was in pure Timberwolves fashion. Just a bust. Bojan Bogdanovic is going to the Raptors. Okay. So we are at the sixth pick, and some notable players have still not been traded. We're going to do a little shopping for 6, 7, or 8. Okay, 6 and 7 cannot be traded, but 8 can. We're going to see who's still at 8 before I do that trade, if we even do it. Okay, and for some reason, the Warriors now can't do the trade. When I asked, they can't, but they can trade for DeAndre Jordan. I'm going to say no. And they take Tristan Thompson. Okay, this is a very weird draft, guys. I think we're definitely looking at getting number 8. Klay Thompson goes 7th. Finally, one of these guys gets drafted. Man, so Jimmy Butler is still here. Kimball Walker is still here. We're going to see if the Nets will do the trade I was thinking of offering. It would be 14-24 for the 8th pick. Is this enough? Probably not. I don't know what else they would want. If I can find the Nets. I'm totally tripping. Yeah, I don't know what else they would want. But we're going to try this. We're going to try to keep our second round pick because I think someone can fall there and get a nice young role player. They're going to say no. Do we have anything we can add? Throw in a second round pick. I'm going to say no. We'll throw in one more second round pick. I'm going to say no as well. I could throw in a random player. I don't think that really makes sense. Like a Dana Gordon, some random contract. I don't think it really makes sense. And they probably say no. I think we bite the bullet on this one. We'll go one more draft pick. Jimmy Butler probably gets picked here, but we'll see. And of course, they want to trade it for Luis Scola. This makes no sense in my opinion. But you know what? Let them. Okay, here we go. The 8th and 26th overall pick are being traded for Luis Scola and Chuck Hayes. I guess the Nets, who already have a power forward and center, want to get bigger. I don't know. But they're going to build around. Wow. Every time the Rockets have a pick up here, they get Chandler Parsons, as they did in real life. And now New Orleans can still pick Jimmy Butler if they want to. We're going to try to get that pick. It's only a few spots ahead now, so I don't think it is a crazy trade. So we're going to try to do this straight up. 14 and 24 for 9. I'm going to say no. Go in a second. No. We're going to throw in random contract. And they're going to say no. It's okay. We're just going to bite the bullet. We don't need to trade more assets. But man, Jimmy Butler is good. Jimmy Butler is really good. Eesh. Jimmy Butler and Kyrie Irving on the same team as our franchise pieces. I don't think we pass up on this opportunity. Yeah, this definitely isn't a moment where we pass up. Okay, we're going to try to trade Trevor Booker in the 24th pick. They're going to say no. We're going to try to trade the second round pick. And we'll throw in another second round pick. They're going to say no. Trying to keep 14. Just because we are pretty close to this. I don't know. I will throw in a random contract guy. Will they say yes? They say no. They are dead set on getting this pick, which really sucks because I know they're about to trade it for some dumbass trade, which sucks. This is my last offer. We will do Trevor Booker, the 14th pick for number 9. Do they say yes? Oh my god, I don't want to push anymore. I'll add 2 seconds. I will add random contract guy. Said it was my last deal, that I added more and more. They say yes. Okay. Do I like that trade? I think in the long run, we're definitely okay with that. Better to get Jimmy Butler now than later. So anyways, we traded what? 14, second round pick, another second round pick, and a random contract, and Trevor Booker. Which kind of sucks. I was kind of looking forward to having him on the team. But it is what it is. You're going to draft the obvious option, Jimmy Butler. Come on. How did he fall this far? They They didn't even have him ranked that low. And also, how did Kenneth Reed last this long? Every time I do this draft, Kenneth Reed goes like 2 or 3. But anyways, I'm gonna take Jimmy Butler. Not gonna think twice about it. Now we have a nice duo of Kyrie Irving and Jimmy Butler. Wow. Number 10, bust. Kenneth Reed finally goes here. Kimball Walker goes to the Clippers. That's nice. Another bust. And the Hornets end up getting Marcus Morris, which is pretty good. Jimmy Butler's better, but Tobias Harris goes. And just a first round pick swap, pretty much. Markieff Morris goes to the Kings. Both the Morris twins are gone. Antoine Jameson getting traded here. You know what? I'm all for it. Thunder domination, man. They're going to trade 2 picks to get Antoine Jameson. I think that's fine. And the Cavs fumble it. Reggie Jackson. Bucci Baby. Is there anyone left that I really care about? I don't really have assets to trade up. We already gave them all up. IT. Gordon. Okay, so Bismack Biyombo is still here. Would have been nice to get Vooch. I wouldn't mind trying to see. I don't remember who got Vooch. Hold on. I might try to do a little trade for Vooch. Okay, Hawks are unwilling to give up on Vooch. That's perfectly fine. As for who we have left, it looks like Bismack Biyombo, Davis Bertans, and Corey Joseph. We will check real quick our draft board. Is there anyone here that hasn't been drafted? Just the people I named. So, yep, we're going to go ahead and get Bismack Biyombo. I think he'll be nice. And then maybe Corey Joseph. Last to 32. Oh, no, we traded 32. I forgot about that. All right. Ben Wallace is going to the Nuggets. Sweet. Yeah, that's a fine trade. All right, yeah, we're just going to sim to the rest of it. Okay, so quite the chaotic draft. I was not expecting this. Kawhi Leonard obviously goes first, and we get Kyrie at 2, and then after that, it was pure chaos. Jonas Valanciunas goes 3. We have a few busts in here, and then it takes till us at 9 to get Jimmy Butler. Klay Thompson was drafted at 7, so that's nice to see that they had some sense. But anyways, we come out with 3 great players here. We have Kyrie, Jimmy Butler, and Bismack Biyombo. Backup center for us since we do have JaVale. But we're going to be building with these guys, which I am super looking forward to. But anyways, we go into... Yes, we're going to try to re-sign Nick Young for sure. But anyways, looking at the team right now, Kyrie Irving is our point guard. Random contract. We have Jimmy Butler, who I'm probably... We'll keep it the 2 for now, since he's younger. And we have Hedo Turkoglu and Rashard Lewis. And then JaVale McGee and Bismack Biyombo. This is pretty nice, man. We're going to try to get back Nick Young. So I guess Jimmy Butler will probably be our 6th man. But yeah, man. Super excited about it. And let's get into free agency. Yeah, obviously we don't have a lot of salary cap room because we have both Rashard Lewis and Hedo Turkoglu. And we're going to be re-signing Nick Young, who's probably asking for a good bit of money. Let's check real quick. 13, which isn't that bad. I think that's pretty acceptable for him. But anyways, as for any new additions, I don't think we'll look at getting any new additions. I just don't think anyone out here. Maybe Malik Beasley. Still pretty young, has some potential that we can try to tap into. Maybe a Wilson Chandler. But yeah, I'm going to do a little searching and get back with you guys. Alright, so after doing some searching in free agency, I came to the conclusion that we should not spend money. We already spend like 10 to 13 mil on Nick Young, and that kind of puts us almost capped out on luxury tax, which is pretty crazy for a Wizards team that sucks ass. But we have those 2 really bad contracts in Hedo Turkoglu and Rashard Lewis, so it doesn't really make a lot of sense for us to try to sign somebody. Plus, we're still trying to suck for the most part. So we're really only looking for vets here. I'm going to wait on Nick Young because 2K doesn't like to... it has a little glitch with the restricted free agents signing like minimum deals to get out of it. So we're gonna wait till Moratorium Day 3 to take care of Nick Young. But we have Jason Williams, who's 35 and can be our backup point guard, can lead Kyrie Irving into being a star guard. We have Jerry Stackhouse, who used to play in DC for 2 years a long time ago, but now he's 36 and he's trying to be a vet. And Eric Dampier, I don't know how to say it. Don't care. He's going to be our third string center, but he's going to be a vet in the locker room. So we're going to go ahead and sign off on all these guys. We're going to get rid of all the bad contracts that we don't care about. We're going to make sure that Nick Young is not trying to leave us. Oh, okay, I'm stupid. Okay, Nick Young still has no deals. Oh, no, he definitely has deals. All right, so we get to offer him money today. We're going to offer him a 4-year team on the last. But we're going to try to... Actually, let me double check what he's getting offered by the Nuggets. 2-year 20, 3-year 30. Okay, so he's getting about 10 mil a year in these deals, and he's saying yes. So we're going to make it enticing. We're going to give him his money. He's a pretty good player. He averaged 23 points per game this season. It's definitely going to go down with more players on the team because he really was the only guy on the team. But I think this is a pretty good deal. We have the team option on the last year. Maybe it's a little long, but I think we can trade out of it. I expect the cap to kind of skyrocket in a few seasons. So maybe this is a bad deal on our part, but we'll suffer with that later. We have a bunch of bad contracts now anyways, so we're going to have to wait for them to go out. So it doesn't really matter. But Nick Young is coming back. He says yes. So we have 3 vets and Nick Young. We're going to jump another day and look at the roster. Everything goes through. It is good to see. And so now we have a backup point guard. We have 3 wings. So I think we're pretty maxed out. I could look for a power forward if need be. But yes, the team is looking pretty solid right now. Okay, so we filled out the rest of the roster. We added Earl Watson as another vet point guard on the team. Keith Bogans, Ime Udoka, and of course we got Juwan Howard. I'm a little excited about that. He used to play in DC for a long time, early in his career. Now he's 38 and he's ready to be a vet for the team. So yeah, I think we're looking pretty solid. We got a nice mix of young guys and vets on the team. So looking forward to this team for sure, man. I think we can be, maybe a 12th seed. We're going to go up a little bit in the standings. Definitely not going to be like a 20-62 team like we were last year, but we're going to still suck and we're still going to have a good draft pick, which is cool. I'm looking forward to that. Looking at player progression, we see Nick Young had a massive jump. He jumped up to 85. So we might be able to progress him further than he did in his actual career, which would be so dope if we could do that. Obviously, he was a really good scorer last year, but like I said earlier, it's going to go down for sure. JaVale McGee goes up to an 80, and then we have Rashard Lewis going up at 31. Wow. But everyone else is kind of falling because we got a lot of old guys on the team. Yeah, pretty rough, but it's okay because we're trying to lose, so we're not really worried about it. And then we're going to, actually, before I sim the rest of it, I'm going to go through free agency real quick and see if there's any big signings to update you guys on. Oh, here is one. Carmelo Anthony goes to the Cavs. Goes into free agency. He goes into free agency, doesn't stay with the Nuggets. He goes to the Cavs. I wonder if LeBron is going to come back now. You would think that he would go to a better team, but nope. I mean, they were a fine team last year. I think they were like the 10th or 11th seed, so, we'll see. But that's pretty interesting. All right, that's kind of it for all the big name guys. No real movement around the league. But yeah, this is our team going into the year. We have Jimmy Butler in the starting lineup at the 2. I think that's going to be interesting. I think we should definitely prioritize his development over Hedo Turkoglu or whatever. But this is a pretty good starting lineup. It's going to be a fun team. They're going to suck, but it'll be fun for sure. Okay, here is our updated roster. We're keeping the same starting lineup, but I made sure to make it 10-man. We're not running 7-man this season. We have enough players to play 10. But there is a fall off after 10. Wow. Thanks. So anyways, this is our starting lineup, and we're going to go ahead and see them in game 1 of the season. Give you a little montage of it. All right, we're going up against Dirk. Let's see how it goes. Can you believe it? Game one of the new season. We are winning game one against the team that was just in the finals. Yes, the Mavs have gone down to the Wizards. They had a 40-point loss, or almost close to it. Uh, Dirk had a pretty rough game. He had some nice shots on us, but he went 8 for 16, only scored 16 points. Caron Butler is the one who carried the team, but it didn't matter because Kyrie Irving and Jimmy Butler, too, let's not forget about that, had amazing first games in the league. Kyrie had 34, 16. He had 8 rebounds. He almost had a triple double. A man of his size is not getting rebounds like that all the time, so you love to see it. Jimmy Butler had 28, 6, 2, and 2. He's not much of a scorer early in his career, but this game he was cooking. He was so fun to play with. I'm gonna be so honest with you. Kyrie too, man. Kyrie is a great player to play with. I'm gonna be loving playing this series because Kyrie Irving is such a fun player in 2K. But Nick Young, he had a rough game. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think he was scoreless in the first half, but he pulled through. He had 26 by the end. He shot 8 for 22, 6 for 16. I had to run some actions for him, man. He could not get his shot going, but eventually it started knocking down. He had 6 rebounds and 4 assists as well. Ime Udoka hit a few threes in his 5 minutes. That was pretty cool. Rashard Lewis had a double double, and Hito Turkoglu was there. JaVale McGee didn't score much. That is what it is. His 2 buckets were from Kyrie Irving assist, I believe. He had 10 boards, so pretty nice, and 4 blocks. He only played 28 minutes. Got really tired. His stamina sucked, man. But Bismack Biyombo had a great game as well. So we are feeling pretty good about that. I'm excited for this team. I went ahead. I adjusted all of the tendencies. I made sure that these guys are shooting what they should be shooting. And look at this. Nick Young, already 1 overall higher. He is an 86 in 2K. I'm really interested in what his peak is in 2K. We'll find out at some later point, but man, we are really looking forward to this. He has A minus potential, which I did not expect at all. So who knows? Maybe he could be a really good 3 and D wing for us. I didn't know his perimeter defense was so good as well. I'm learning more and more about Nick Young every day that passes. Look at this. But yeah, Nick Young, I'm feeling pretty good. I think he's going to be the leader of this team for now, but soon, and probably very quickly, Kyrie Irving and Jimmy Butler are going to take over this team. But, I went from wanting to trade Nick Young to I think we're going to keep him around a little longer. Anyways, we're going to simcast a few of these games because I'm really interested if we can win any. The Knicks, an okay team. It's close down the stretch. We're going to slow it down. We are up by 5. Okay, I sped through the end of it. We were just holding on to that lead, and we end up going 2-0 on the season. And now we go against Magic. We had a little rivalry with the Magic last year. We traded them Gilbert Arenas. Let's see, is he still on the team? Or did he get... Yes, Gilbert Arenas is still on the team. Did he have a good season last year? 15-2? No, not really. Did not improve. He's been their 6-man. In real life, he was their shooting guard because they traded away Vince Carter. Now Vince Carter is gone and JJ Redick has taken over instead. So poor Gilbert Arenas. I'm sorry, man. But anyways, we're facing off against them. Let's simcast it and see what happens. If it's close, I might jump in. But oh my god. What is happening? The Wizards are taking over the league. All right, there you have it. We're winning another one. It's looking like this one's over. It got a little close at the end. Magic tried to go on a run. Ended up a 4-point game. But we are 3-0 against pretty good teams right now. I guess they're ranked pretty low now because of their losses to us. But let's check these box scores real quick. Nick Young with 30. And Kyrie Irving went back down to earth, 13-7. Jimmy Butler, 6-3-4. Yeah, it's going to be a while before these guys are having big games every night. But Nick Young, man, I'm really impressed with that. Magic game, JaVale McGee leads the way, 25-15. Man, how many times in his career has he had that stat line? That's crazy. Jimmy Butler had 16-5. Nick Young had a nice 16. Kyrie, 15-8. So what is he averaging? 20-10. Yeah, I really hope that he can be a good creator for this team. Kyrie Irving, Always been a point guard, but not always considered to be a point guard. Point guard, good playmaker, but not great. It would be really cool if we could develop that out of him and get these guys going. But anyways, let's go a few more games in the season. Let's quickly simcast this, and it's looking like we're gonna get another win. We are 4-0 on the season. This is incredible. We're in episode 2, man. Listen, I told you, we struggle in these 2K series because we just win. That's all we do. We're going to get our first loss of the season. The Pacers team that upset the Heat in the playoffs. It's looking like it. Our first loss has finally come. Yeah, we're down by 20. It's over. Detroit game, Kyrie had 35 and Nick Young had 30. This scoring duo is crazy right now. JaVale McGee with 23 and 11. Listen, when I play the games, I don't really score with JaVale because I don't think of JaVale as a scorer, but 2K says otherwise, man. You do not see that. Look at that. 90 close shot, an 89 driving dunk. That's pretty impressive. Even has a little bit of a mid range. Everything else kind of sucks, but yeah, JaVale McGee is here to stay, man. Got good defense, obviously. Good rebounding. Yeah, man, I'm really excited about that. Now, in our loss, Nick Young struggled. Everybody struggled. This was a rough game. JaVale McGee still a 10 and 17, man. Ha. Kyrie has a 2 for 22 game. Yikes. Yeah, I already had his shot tendency pretty high. My thought process is, he's a rookie, but this is not supposed to be a good team. So we want him to jack up those shots and get that overall up. Same for Jimmy Butler, even though his scoring isn't as good as Kyrie Irving. But, anyways, we will keep on going with the Simcast. See if we can get a win against this really good Thunder team. I highly doubt it. Yeah, they're absolutely destroying us. Did we even score? Yeah, similar to last game. Suns, I think we got this. Yeah, sure, I'll sign off on that trade. Did we beat the Suns? Yes, it's looking likely. It's a little close. And I was thinking I was going to jump in on one of these games, but none of them have been super, super close. We get another win. Hawks game. Pretty good team. There you have it. A terrible, terrible loss. 30-point loss for us. Yeah, Jimmy Butler led the way. So, as you can see, we either play really, really good. We have guys with like 30 plus points, or everyone is struggling. We can't even get someone to get 20. So, it's a little rough, but we are what? 5-3, so we're 8 games in. Let's go 2 straight games. I don't care about these teams so much. JaVale getting the little injuries, that sucks. Anyways, a loss and a win, so now we are 6-4. We are in the playoffs as of now. We are the 7th seed. I expect us to fall, but you never know. But let's look at stats. I'm really excited to look at what these guys are doing. We got Nick Young leading the way. He has gone down from last year, as I warned he would, unfortunately. But per 36, he's doing better. He's gone down 3 points, but the assists are up just slightly, so that's nice. Kyrie Irving, a nice 19 and 6. You love to see that. Jimmy Butler is already scoring pretty well early in his career. That is nice to see, and JaVale is having a great season as well. Ime Udoka in this one game is leading a lot of players. Wow. But yeah, we're looking pretty good so far. I'm excited about this team, and I'm a little interested if the reason we are winning is our scoring. No, nothing's highlighted here. My assumption is either threes. Yeah, we're second in threes, which is pretty good. You like to see that. I did up some 3-point tendencies. But rebounds, are we doing good in the rebound department? I thought we would. It is not looking like we are at all. No, we are 18th in rebounds. Man, I thought we would be pretty good. You have JaVale and Rashard Lewis in the starting lineup. Bismack Biyombo on the bench. So I thought we'd be a little better, but I guess not. Anyways, we're going to keep simcasting until we can finally get a game to jump into. Desperately want to see these boys play. But it is looking a little rough. This game, we are in the lead against the Thunder. It's getting close, but we still have about a 10-point lead. Come on, man. I want to jump in on one of these. They're just not close enough. Got a 5-point game, but there's 20 seconds left. We get a win against the Thunder. Pretty good. What are they? They're ranked 12th. 2K makes no sense. This team is better than last year. They added Antoine Jameson. I like this team. I don't think it's crazy to say that the big three should be getting more than 12th out west. Anyways, we're gonna go over to the Bucks. We should win this game. Yes, we are gonna run away with it. 20-point win. Anything notable? Yes. When we win, Kyrie Irving and Nick Young score 30 plus. Man, you love to see that. But anyways, we're gonna go to the Spurs game. Okay, Spurs, you know them. Ranked second out west. They destroy us. It is what it is. I mean, I guess it was a 10-point loss, but we never really led in that game. The Celtics are a very good team. They're the number 1 seed right now. We are the 5th seed. We're the 5th seed in the East. We're 1.5 games from the 1st seed. This is incredible. I imagine by the end of the season that we fall off and fall out of the playoffs. But if we have a year 1 playoff run with this team, that's going to be incredible. But anyways, let's see what this game has in store. This is a really important game for us to prove if we are playoff material. Can we beat the number 1 seed and take them by surprise? We're leading by 10. They're catching up a little bit. Okay, 6-point game, 2 minutes left. I will jump in on this because it is an important game. We're going off against the 1st seed. Okay, per usual, we do a little box score check. Nick Young is leading the way with 33 points. He has been an incredible scorer. I am really impressed with Nick Young. Kyrie Irving has 20. No one's really playmaking, but Jimmy Butler apparently has 6 assists. And JaVale McGee, 7 and 13. A typical JaVale game. Anyways, here we are down the stretch. We have the old court, but our new jerseys, and everyone is wearing white jerseys. This is a sight. You do not like to see this. Anyways, there are just no sounds. I do not know why. Okay, there we go. We have the crowd here. DC versus Boston. Hit a few competitive playoff rounds against each other a few years after this. Ray Allen hits the dagger. It's now a 3-point game, and we're calling a timeout. We beat the Mavericks on day 1 of this season. They were in the finals, and now we're facing off against the champs. We're up by 3, minute 30 left. Kyrie, ball in hand, and he gets fouled by Kevin Garnett. Got a little greedy reaching in there. Of course, we're in the bonus. Kyrie not making the free throw. Man, that's rough. Rookie Kyrie, he doesn't have it in him. There we go. We get the second free throw. 4-point game down the stretch. 2-possession game. What does Paul Pierce have in him? Okay, pick and roll up top. Paul Pierce going in the paint, attacking Nick Young, but he can't get it. Nick Young, man, he's a good defender, I'm telling you. We have a crowded paint, but Kyrie's going to jack up a shot and miss it. Still a 4-point game. Paul Pierce is going into paint against Rashard Lewis and hit the beauty. Wow, that was a beautiful mid-range. We'll spin into it. All right, we're going to get another Kyrie ISO ball. Might have his touches tendency a little too high because I don't think I've seen anyone else hold the ball. Okay, and they call a timeout for literally no reason, burning their timeouts. Typical 2K. Okay, here we go. Does Boston have it in them? Paul Pierce going insane. Does not hit the beauty. I think all the players are getting confused on the court because everyone is wearing white for some reason. I don't know who planned this out. But we have another Kyrie ISO. He's going to go straight in the paint. Rondo is just letting him do whatever he wants. All right, here we go. 4-point game. Boston is down. 30 seconds left on the clock. We're going to get another Paul Pierce shot, and he bricks it. He has bricked 3 straight. I swear, Kyrie once again misses the first free throw. I think he's like a 90% free throw shooter. I don't know what's going on here. There we have it. He makes the second. It's a 5-point game with 24 left on the clock. Boston's got to get a shot up quick, and I doubt they will. Oh my god, Nick Young just steals it from Paul Pierce. There you have it. Nick Young hits the 2 game-sealing free throws as he gets MVP chance. That might be the only time I've ever seen Nick Young get MVP chance. Unfortunately, Paul Pierce hit that 3. I think it's too little too late. Wizards struggle to get the ball in bounds, but it is a foul. We're going to have Nick Young at the free throw line once again. Nick Young, 4 for 4 on clutch free throws, and he's getting MVP chance. Paul Pierce, man, we're continuing the hate watch. And there we go. We have beaten the champs in the regular season. We got a win on the Boston Celtics. That puts us, we're still in 5th, but the Boston Celtics are still first. So it didn't change anything, but it felt good for the boys. Nick Young had a great game. He almost broke 40. Kyrie Irving played pretty good as well. Missed some important free throws, but 6 for 9 overall. And then everyone else pitched in, of course. We're going to go one more game, so we're 15 games in exactly. I like it being an exact number like that. And we get a win. Didn't care about it too much because it was just the Raptors. It was a close one, but Kyrie Irving, man, going on another crazy stretch here. But as you can see, we are still the 5th seed. We're locked in. The top 4 seeds are all tied. That is incredible. And we are only half a game behind, so we easily could keep this pace up and stay in the playoffs. But I don't think we will. I'm going to temper our expectations. What I will do is I will look at these player sets and get super excited that Kyrie Irving is scoring 22 points per game. That is incredible, man. And then Nick Young, 21.2, a little bit down from last year, but I mean, we just added more scorers to this team. The per 36 is better, so that's great to see. And then Jimmy Butler scoring 14, 4 and 4. Ime Udoka, his one game. I played him one game, and of course he is still there. JaVale McGee, he's got a nice 12, 12. 2 blocks. You like to see it. Is it down from last year? It is a little bit, but of course there's more scoring on the team. I would like those blocks to go back up, but he is a great center to build around. Well, not build around, but to have on this young team. Then, Turkoglu's there. Rashard Lewis is there. The scoring has gone down, which we expected. But the rebounds have gone up, so that's nice. Bismack Biyombo, 6 and 9. His per 36 is 9 and 13. You'll love to see it. Don't care about the other guys. But yeah, we are 15 games into the season. We are the 5th seed. We are feeling pretty great. This is a wonderful start to our 2nd year in the rebuild. Feeling good about building around our big duo here. But anyways, guys, I will see you in the next one.